Hey guys, welcome to Lounge TV. Larry, or Uncle Larry, and that's Tom behind the camera.
That's me.
Today I'm going to show you guys what we do to get the hot tub ready. I should have did a video on showing you how to close it up for the winter time, but since we didn't, now we have a video to do when we're ready to close it up in the winter time. But for now, it's startup season. It's a little chilly out today, not real bad, is it, Tom?
It's not terrible.
But anyway, so one of my things I have to do is, I might as well go out here and let's go into the hot tub. Not into the hot tub.
Well, the hot tub's not ready.
It's not ready at all.
That's the whole point of this. Get the hot tub ready.
Get the hot tub ready.
What's wrong with you? Why would you insinuate that the hot tub is ready when it isn't?
All right, don't trip.
I'll try not to.
I gotta clean this thing out too. All right, let me turn the lights on. All right, there we go. Yep, I gotta clean this all out, guys. So I have to make sure that the straps are all disconnected on this so I don't break any of these plastic things. Okay, so what we do first is we take the lid off, which has a lot of dirt on it. That's gonna have to get cleaned off. Might have to open.
Doesn't it usually get worse in pollen season?
Oh yeah. Well, that's if we have these down.
Ah, I gotcha.
Looks pretty clean to me.
Very shiny.
Okay, so can you see with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, as you can see, I emptied it and I winterized it, so we're good to go in that aspect. I just have to make sure that the cap is on where the plug is, which it is, so we're good there. And all I got to do is pretty easy. I take this filter.
That's what that is.
Huh?
That's what that is.
And I just put the filter right there.
And that's it?
For right now. Anyway, these are chemicals that I had to get, so I'm going to put these down in here. This is where we keep all our chemicals at, guys. And now I got to get a hose and start filling it up. So what I'll do before it gets filled up to that point is I take this lid off and this comes out like that, and I'll leave that out like that because that filter will wind up going in here. But what you do is you let the water start going in there, and you want that thing to be filled with water and get saturated with water so there's not a lot of air in it. So that's why you just leave that sitting there. Pretty easy, right? Oh, there, you can see a lot better now. Look at all these leaves you got to clean up in here, Tom.
What do I got to clean? I don't use this thing.
Yeah, you got to clean them off. It looks like the stink bug. That's probably where you were sitting.
Again, I'm like never out here.
No, that's probably where Joe was sitting. Matter of fact, he was sleeping there for a while. No wonder why there's stink bugs over there. All right, so
That's kind of mean, but
I'm just kidding. You better stop it. All right, so I'm gonna go get the hose and bring the hose in. Oh, the sun's coming out.
so it is.
Did you burn your retina?
Nah.
Yeah, so this is pretty easy. The thing is, you got to keep an eye on the water the whole time, so it's not like you can just put it in there and just disappear for a while because it fills up relatively fast. I think it's like 300 and some gallons, right? So I'll do all this.
A modest amount of water.
Yeah, I'll do all this since I know that you're holding the camera. That's all right. I got it. No, I insist.
Well, I'm glad that you insist, because I am not in a position to help you anyway.
All right, so why'd you put it in a knot for? Do I have enough hose there?
I'm not sure.
Alright, so all I'm doing is sticking the hose in there for right now. Just like that. I'm just leaving it there because I gotta turn it on.
Alright.
Hey.
Hiya.
Alright.
Meanwhile, I'm dodging this thing like it's a jump rope.
Okay, so I have to turn this one on. And I don't know if that one's on there or not. I think it is. Maybe not. Oh yeah, it was. All right, so there should be water already coming out in there.
Let's find out.
No, there's not. Okay, so now I gotta check.
We can hear it coming out of the
Yeah.
one on the house.
Huh.
Might it be
Huh?
because it's not hooked up in the back?
Yeah, that's it. I can see it running down there. Because here's the hose.
Ah. That would do it.
You know what? You got to remember these things when you winterize things. You unhook the hose there. The reason why we do that is so that the water doesn't freeze in the water line and then crack the hose.
Yep. Always make sure that all your connections are securely connected.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that would be why the water wasn't coming out. So now I have to hook this in the back here and tighten this up. And of course, it's not that easy. Nothing ever goes easy. I might have to get a wrench for this, I'm not sure. Probably do, because I think it's going to leak. Well, let's see. Tell me if water comes squirting out at you.
I'll tell you from way back here.
It's not going to be that bad. Yeah, I need a wrench.
I think you need a wrench.
Alright, let me go get something.
Yes, everything's my fault.
I have to get a wrench.
You gotta get a wrench.
In my secret dungeon. Mwahaha.
I mean, shed. It's not really secret because you gotta turn the light on over it.
Alright. If it's not one thing, it's another. I can't believe you didn't check this out first, Tom. It's all your fault.
See what I mean?
What?
What?
I heard something.
I didn't.
Huh. It doesn't seem like it's getting really tight there. So turn the thing off for me, will you? Alright, turn it off. Alright guys, well Tom, turn the camera off for a little bit and we will try to figure this out. Found out what the problem is, guys. There's no washer in here. It must have fell out. Right? So I have, of course, spares because I bought a washer kit. So I'm going to put a washer in there. Nothing like doing it when you can't see, you know. But this is why, you know, when I was tightening it up, it was
no
not
water coming out.
Yeah, because it never was really getting tight. So I'm trying to push this in with my finger without being able to see. It's very hard. Because if I don't push this all the way in with my finger, it's going to be a real pain in the neck. All right, there we go. So now I got to tighten this up. And of course, it's getting tight right away. And here we go. What probably happened is when I took it off, the washer fell and it's mixed up in these leaves right now, which will be there for probably infinity, because unless when Tom's raking he finds them. but I doubt he'll even pay attention. Right, Tom?
You have zero faith in my ability to do anything, do you?
No, I don't have any faith in you. I have faith that you might mess up on purpose and dump a bucket of water on my head or something like that. I have complete faith in that, Tom. I should have had you put your face right here when I was turning that water on, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
All right, now, should be able to turn it on.
Let's find out.
There we go, guys. All right, now it'll be filling up. There we go. It's all fixed.
All right.
Something just as simple as a washer.
And now you know if your hose starts doing that, gotta put a washer on it. Or something, right?
Yep. All right, so here we go. You can see it filling up down there. I'll just be leaving that in there. Like I said, you see that thing that's the filter that's sitting in there? I'll leave that floating around. When the water gets higher, I'll come out a couple times and I'll be dunking it under, get all the air bubbles that I can out of it. And then once it gets to a certain point, then I'll put it, well, once it gets that this is all filled up in here, that's when I can put it in there. Where I want to get this filled up to is, if you look right here on this, I want it an inch above the top of this, which is right about here. That's as high as I want to go with the water. So as you can see, look, the reservoir at the bottom is almost full already. It doesn't take that long. Now, granted, when it gets up to here, it's going to take a little bit longer. So now you just kick your feet up and relax. Maybe have a beer or water, whatever your thing is, and just wait. But you got to keep checking it because you don't want to overfill it. I mean, you can overfill it and then there's a plug right down there and you can just let it out with a hose. But
that's extra steps.
Yeah, why do that? So when it gets up higher, we'll show you. We'll show you what the next step is. You cannot turn or plug in your hot tub until it's filled up with water.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So guys, now this is all filled up with water. So our next step now is, it's not quite where I'd say I have about like maybe 3.5 inches to go before it's where I wanted to be. As you can see, I've come out here several times and I've dumped this under to get that kind of saturated. You can see it's pretty full now.
Look at the saturation.
Now, and most of the air out of it. And now what I want to do, as you can see, look, it's staying under now. I got to get it down in there, and this is sometimes a pain because I have to reach way out there, and it's cold. I think, what is water when it comes out of the ground? I think it's like 56 degrees or something like that. So it's a bit chilly.
I wouldn't off the top of my head.
And that's why Tom's got to stand way over there, so when I'm hanging over this hot tub, he don't push me in.
I'm holding the camera.
I don't trust you, Tom, as far as I could throw you.
If I did anything to try and push you...
Right, so I put that in there. Yeah, you're thinking about it right now, aren't you, Tom?
Now that you said it.
Okay, so there's a pipe in there. I got to get it in the middle of that circle, which I did. Oh man, that is cold. And now there's a little flat spot on here on each side. I got to get that in there right, and then turn it. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Come on. There we go. Is that in there? Nope, not in there. Now it is. Now it's in there. And I can put this back on. Like that. Just turns like that. And then look, just by talking just then, I only have about 2 inches to go now, guys. My hand is frozen. I should have brought a towel out.
I bet it is.
Let me see your shirt.
Nope, stay back. Get out of here. Stop that, it's freezing.
Anyway, guys, so we'll pick it up after it's done. Alright guys, so now I have it running, plugged it in, everything seems fine. It's funny, what did I say the temperature of the water was, Tom?
56.
Coming out of the ground, it's 56. Interesting, isn't it?
It is.
That I was right. Okay, so one of the first things I want to do, well, that's a little bit, what's got moisture in it. This is bromine, guys. We don't put chlorine in ours, we put bromine. So, I'm starting it up, so what I gotta do is put some bromine in there. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna put like probably 3 of these in for now. This is concentrated bromine. I'm gonna put 3 of them in there now, and I'll be checking it out probably in an hour or so. I'm also, because we're starting this up. Oh, in case you didn't say, this is my instruction booklet for my control panel, because I always forget. So I know how this hot tub is. So I know and I also know our water. I know what we're going to have to start out with here.
And what's that?
Alkalinity increaser and hardness increaser. So what I'll do, I don't even got to test it, guys. I know. I'm going to put 3 of these in for right now, guys. And then the alkalinity increaser, I'll put a couple of these in. And yeah, I know you're saying, oh, you just dump all that crap in there? Yep. That's what you do. Let it mix up.
I mean, it's not like this is like a lake or something. It's a completely contained body of water.
Yeah. The other thing I got to do is I got to get my float. Oh, I still have bromine tablets in here from when that's our cute little float we have, and you just put that in there. So yeah, so now, right now, while this water is circulating, it's going through the heater, and it's going to slowly heat this thing up. I turned them off for a second. I'm going to turn them back on now. We're going to let that go. I'm going to put well, I'm not going to put the lid on yet. I'm going to let this go for a little bit, about an hour. I'm going to test the chemicals, and then I might have to adjust a little bit. Or I might just wait till tomorrow and adjust it, in which case I'll have Tom give me a hand, put the top back on, because we want it to heat up. It's going to take me about 2 days, or 1.5 to 2 days. It's cold, not real cold, but it's chilly out, and you know, I have it set for 101 degrees, so it's going to take about 2 days to get it up to that temperature. Just in time for the weekend for me, so I can sit back, relax in the hot tub while Tom does all the yard work. Well, it sounds good to me.
I bet it does.
What? What are you talking about? What happened to my beer? Oh. Guys, so this is our hot tub. It's that season. I got to do some cleaning in here, clean this up a little bit, but this is the season that we're in right now. Favorite time of the year. Get this set up first, then we work on the pool when it gets really hot. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet on, relax. I'll meet you at the lounge.